walking into the rainforest. Moments before, the rainforest had been alive with the sounds of squawking birds and howling monkeys. Now all was quiet as the creatures watched the woman and wondered why she had come. The woman stopped and pointed to a great kapok tree. Then she took the axe that she carried and struck the trunk of the tree. Whack, whack, whack. The sounds of the blows rang through the forest. The wood of the tree was very hard. Chop, chop, chop. The woman wiped the sweat that ran down her face and neck. Whack, chop, whack, chop. Soon the woman grew tired. She sat down to rest at the foot of the great kapok tree. And before she knew it, the heat and hum of the forest had lulled her to sleep. A boa constrictor lived in the kapok tree. He slithered down its trunk to where the woman was sleeping. He looked at the gash the axe had made in the tree. Then the huge snake slid very close to the man and hissed in her ear.
Senor, this tree is a tree of miracles. It is my home, where generations of my ancestors have lived. Do not chop it down.
A butterfly flew to the sleeping woman's ear.
Senor, our home is in this kapok tree, and we fly from tree to tree and flower to flower, collecting pollen. In this way, we pollinate the trees and flowers throughout the rainforest. You see, all living things depend on one another.
A troop of monkeys scampered down from the canopy of the kapok tree. They chattered to the sleeping woman.
Senor, we have seen the ways of man. You chop down one tree, then come back for another and another. The roots of the great trees will wither and die, and there will be nothing left to hold the earth in place. When the heavy rain comes, the soil will be washed away and the forest will become a desert.
A toucan flew down from the canopy. Ah! Senora, you must not cut down this tree. We have flown over the rainforest and seen what happens once you begin to chop down the trees. Many people settle on the land. They set fire to clear the underbrush, and soon the forest disappears. Where once there was life and beauty, only black and smoldering ruins remain. Ah! Some bright and small tree frogs crawled along the edge of a leaf. In squeaky voices, they piped in the woman's ear.
Wind goes means ruined lives. Many ruined lives. You will leave many of us homeless if you chop down this great kapok tree.
A jaguar had been sleeping along a branch in the middle of the tree. Because his spotted blended into the dappled light and shadows of the understory, no one had noticed him. Now he leapt down and patted over to the sleeping woman. He growled in her ear.
Senora, the kapok tree is home to many birds and animals. If you cut it down, will our I find my dinner.
Two tree porcupines swung down from branch to branch and whispered to the woman.
Senora, do you know what we animals and humans need in order to live? Oxygen. And, Senora, do you know what trees produce? Oxygen. If you cut down the forests, you will destroy that which gives us all life.
An anteater climbed down from the Kapok Tree with her baby. The unstriped anteater said to her,
Senora, you are chopping down this tree with no thought for the future. And surely you know what happens tomorrow depends upon what you do today. The big man tells you to chop down the beautiful tree. He does not think of his own children who tomorrow must live in a world without trees.
a three-toed sloth had begun climbing down from the canopy when the men first appeared. Only now did he reach the ground. Plodding ever so slowly over to the sleeping woman, he spoke in his deep and lazy voice.
Senor, how much is you worth? Can you live without it? If you destroy the beauty of the rainforest, on what will you feast your eyes?
A child from the Yanomamo tribe who lived in the rainforest knelt over to the sleeping woman. He murmured in her ear,
Senor, when you awake, please look upon us all with new eyes.
The woman awoke with a start. Before her stood the rainforest child, and all around him, staring, were the creatures who depended upon the great Kapok Tree. What wondrous and rare animals they were! The woman looked about, and saw the sun. The sun rose amidst the dark green forest. Strange and beautiful plants seemed to dangle in the air, suspended from the great Kapok Tree. The woman smelled the fragrant perfume of their flowers. She felt the steamy mist rising from the forest floor, though she heard no sound, for the creatures were strangely silent. The woman stood up and picked up her axe. She swung back her arm as though to strike the tree. Suddenly, she stopped. She turned and looked at the animals and the rainforest child. She hesitated. Then she dropped the axe and walked out of the rainforest.
That was
Boa constrictor, Noah! Butterflies, Nicole. Monkey, Nicole. Narrator and toucan, Ella. Me! I'm Rod Aidan. Jaguar.
Nailed it.
And Peter. And boy, Serena.
Good job.
Sloth. Aidan. Your face is upside down, Sloth.
It happens.
Second time.
Okay.
And woman.
Letter.
Talia. Oh, porcupine people.
All right, everybody get in there and take a bow.
Bruce Bow.
3, 2, 1, bow. And back up, and there you go.